Hey, what's going on, everyone? So many of you have seen that I have began to start discussing freeze-dried food. Okay, so actually, more so, what I'm going to be discussing with you all is freeze-dried fruit. Now, many of us do not know what freeze-dried fruit is, and I've talked about that in an earlier video, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about that some more as well. So, freeze-dried fruit is really good. All right, it's good for you. It is very nutritional. I talked about how dehydrating fruit causes fruit to lose its nutritional value to it. Whereas on the other hand, freeze drying, which does not cook the fruit at all, allows the fruit to keep its nutritional value. So many of you saw that I was actually freeze drying mangoes, and I actually got them processed, and it's been about a week since I put the last video up about that. So what I've done is I've put them in a Mylar bag, and I sealed the Mylar bag. And as a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like. So the company name that I use is Harvest Right, and I actually have bags. These are Mylar bags. These bags, you can put food in it and it will seal it for up to 30 years. I believe it's 30 years, 24 for sure, but I know they've been talking about 30 years. So this is what I actually store food in. Okay, so I'm going to open this up. So of course, when you all heard me talking about the mangoes, the Kent mangoes last week, I actually freeze dried Kent mangoes. And so today I want to show you what came out of that. I want you to see the texture, and I also want you to hear the crunchiness, and I want you to see that wonderful fruity goodness that goes into my mouth. And I just want you to see, I'm going to try to keep the saliva back. But no, seriously, it's really good, y'all. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, and as you can see, the bag has been sealed. I'm sure you can see that right there. It's been sealed, though I didn't seal it correctly. I mean, it's kind of crooked, but it's okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and open the bag. Ooh, wait. Y'all, I smell it. Now, I haven't had this in a week, okay, since I made some, and I had a little small bag myself because I had to taste it. But, you know, freeze drying is so important for us. Again, we have no way of storing up our fruit for a long period of time. And so that's why, you know, I hear a lot of people talking against dehydrating, but, you know, freeze drying is not that. And again, you'll get to keep your nutritional value if you freeze dry your food. So I've got videos coming out on that where I actually show you what I'm doing. So this is a Kent mango. Let me see if y'all can really focus in on there good enough. Nah, I guess you can see it right there. But that's a Kent mango. And so it's hard because it's been freeze dry, and I'll let you hear the texture so you can hear that. All right. But if you put this in your mouth and you let it sit for a minute or two, it will absorb in your mouth and it will become soft. All right. So, or you can eat them when they're crunchy. And when you eat them when they're crunchy, it sounds kind of like this. And you can just sit there. It'll take every liquid out of your mouth. I wish y'all could taste this. If you love mangoes, I wish you could taste it. But anyway, look how much I have in there. That's a lot. So you imagine you make this and you seal it up and you store it in your house for about 25 years. Let's use 25. And you open this package up. What I'm tasting right now is what I'm going to taste 25 years from now. Now, okay, you've heard me talk about the storage part of it. The storage part of it is awesome. So you can do, I've got some strawberry and bananas going in my freeze dryer right now. I'm doing a video on that as well. I want you all to see all of the different things that you can do with a freeze dryer. You save food for your family. The food that you prepare and you have leftovers, hey, guess what? Don't throw the leftovers out. Freeze dry. So this also makes for a good candy. So is it candy? No, it's not really candy, but for us as fruitarians, you know, when you want to take a snack with you at work, or if you want to make some and store it up and say you make a month's supply of this stuff and you want to put some in Ziploc baggies and take it to work with you every day, you know, this turns out to be such a great snack. It is literally like candy. So when I would reach into my pocket or ladies, you reach into your purse and pull out some Jolly Ranchers. No, now you've got something that is nutritious for your body. Now you've got something to build nutrients up in your body. See, this is what's so awesome about having a treat like this. So you simply just cut it up. I like to cut my stuff up in squares. You can actually cut them in rings if you want. It doesn't matter how you want to do it. You can make them smaller than this. I just choose to have them this size. Another good thing that you can do with these, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I can literally grind this up and pulverize it, and I can get a nice glass of water, and I can pour the powder in the water and stir it up. And guess what I've got? I have a smoothie, or I have a mango drink, no sugar added. I'm telling you, there are so many versatile ways dealing with freeze-dried foods, freeze-dried fruits that you can do by doing this. See, this is where we need to start looking so that we can help ourselves during those tough times. A lot of times we get caught, we're in trouble because we're not prepared. This is one way that you're prepared. Take snacks with you when you go somewhere. And when you go somewhere, you can, like I'm doing right now, keep it in your mouth. Even while you're talking to somebody, nobody knows whether you got gum in your mouth or what have you. But this whole time that you're talking to them, you have this fruity, sweet, and tangy fruit in your mouth. I used to love Lifesavers. Loved them. Used to keep them in my mouth all the time. I'm telling you, this is it. Okay, so this is what we need to begin to do. We need to start investing in ourselves, investing in those things that are going to help us continue to do what we're doing. Because a lot of people are quitting being fruitarians because, number one, they believe it's expensive. It's hard to make the food survive for a length of time. You know, you go out and you buy yourself some bananas and your bananas are gone bad in about 3-4 days. Well, that's what real food does. But this is a way to store up your food. Okay, so now you see how long it's been in my mouth. Now it's beginning to get soft like the fruit. And now I'm able to suck on it. And I'm telling you, y'all, there's nothing like it. Freeze-dried food is good for you. So for those of you all who are on my Facebook page, I put some information out. And for those of you all who are in Fruit for Your Life private group, I put some information up about freeze-dried food. Breaks down the percentages of how much nutrients you lose hardly none. The worst that you lose is the vitamin C. It makes it go down like maybe 10%. But the rest of it, it's almost at 100%, 95% nutrition. So again, the whole real food that you normally get, this is as close as you're going to get to it without having the real thing. All right? So anyway, I hope that you guys got something out of this. Freeze-dried. Keep watching my videos. I'm going to show you more and more about freeze-dried food, especially freeze dried fruit. And once I get those strawberry and bananas going, I mean, they're already going right now. They're actually going through its freezing stage right now as we speak. And as soon as I'm done with it, I'll create another video and show you all what I did. All right? So don't kick freeze-dried food. I'm telling you, still in my mouth right now, y'all. It's awesome. Enjoy. All right. Eat from the king's table.